Basics of Six Sigma, History of Six Sigma, Evolutions of Six Sigma, from 1979 to 1986, a period of evolution. During the period of evolution, Six Sigma had gone through several versions, from RDM-AICSI to DMAIC. Michael Harry and Bill Smith played a critical role in this period to evolve Six Sigma methodology. 1986 to 1992, period of design. When Six Sigma was picked up by other organizations after Motorola won its Malcolm Baldrige National Quality Award, they designed the Six Sigma methodology to suit different industries, other than manufacturing. 1993 to 1994, period of refinement. Six Sigma went through yet another phase of refinement, and steps such as design of experiments were taken to advanced levels by individuals such as Taguchi, etc. 1994 to 1996, period of results. Most manufacturing organizations started gaining the results and reflecting them in their quarterly financial statements. 1996 to 1997, period of awareness. In this period, the world started to know the power of Six Sigma. It was no longer a methodology known to just a few organizations. 1997 to 1998, period of adaptation. Organizations learned Six Sigma techniques and implemented them in their day-to-day processes. Eventually, they started gaining benefits. 1999 till the present, period of enlightenment. Six Sigma has now become the basic hygiene requirement of most of the organizations. Individuals with Six Sigma expertise are given preference over other individuals. Basics of Six Sigma, History of Continuous Improvements. History of continuous improvements includes 1800s. Management encouraged employee-driven improvements, and incentive programs were set in place to reward employees that brought about positive changes in the organization. In 1894, National Cash Registers program included reward schemes, employee development opportunities, and improving labor management relationships. Early 1900s. Much attention was given to scientific management. 1930s. Continuous improvement programs introduced in Japan by management experts like Deming, Juran, and Gilbreth. 1970s. Japanese developed their own ideas and quality control. 1980s. Evolution of Six Sigma. 1990s. Introduction of balanced scorecards. 2000s. Evolution of hybrid methodologies such as Lean Six Sigma, Agile, and others. Listed below are some well-known gurus and what they have contributed to the business and technical foundations of Six Sigma. This list is far from inclusive. Philip B. Crosby, Senior Management Involvement, 4 Absolutes of Quality Management, Quality Cost Measurements. W. Edwards Deming, Plan, Do, Study Act, in wide usage. Top Management Involvement, Concentration on System Improvement, Constancy of Purpose. Armand V. Feigenbaum, Total Quality Control and Management, Top Management Involvement. Kaoru Ishikawa, 4M or 5M, or Cause and Effect Diagram. Company-Wide Quality Controlled, CWQC. Next Operation as Customer. Joseph M. Juran, Top Management Involvement, Quality Trilogy or Project Improvement. Quality Cost Measurement, Pareto Analysis. Walter A. Schuhart, Assignable Cause versus Chance Cause. Control Charts. Plan, Do, Check, Act as a design approach. Use of statistics for improvement. Junichi Taguchi, Loss Function Concepts, Signal-to-Noise Ratio, Experimental Design Methods, Concept of Design Robustness. Bill Smith, first introduced the term Six Sigma. Michael Harry, the main architect of Six Sigma. Forrest Breyfogle III, author of Implementing Six Sigma. Philip B. Crosby was vice president of ITT for 14 years. In 1979, he founded Philip Crosby Associates Incorporated in Winter Park, Florida. Mr. Crosby consulted, spoke, and wrote about strategic quality issues throughout his professional life. Philip Crosby started his career as a junior technician testing fire control systems for B-47s. He eventually moved on to ITT and became one of the first corporate VPs of quality in the country. He attributed his management training to Harold Janine and to the monthly general management meetings. It was Philip Crosby's deep understanding of the concerns of management that made him akin to top management. The other quality deep thinkers could be viewed as academicians, but Crosby was considered a businessman. This explained the numbers of top management that flocked to his quality college. Crosby believed that quality was a significant part of the company, and senior managers must take charge of it. He believed the quality professional must become more knowledgeable and communicative about the business. Crosby stated that corporate management must make the cost of quality a part of the financial system of their company. Philip Crosby was a fellow and past president of ASQ. One of his most popular statements on quality was, "Quality is conformance to requirements." Some of Mr. Crosby's more popular books include Quality is Free, The Art of Making Quality Certain in 1980, The Art of Getting Your Own Sweet Way in 1981, Quality Without Tears, The Art of Hassle-Free Management, Crosby 1984, The Eternally Successful Organization, The Art of Corporate Wellness in 1988, Leading the Art of Beck, Leading the Art of Becoming an Executive in 1990, Completeness, Quality for the 21st Century in 1992, Running Things, The Art of Making Things Happen in 1992, Quality and Me, Lessons from an Evolving Life, 1999. Philip Crosby preached 4 absolutes of quality management. Quality means conformance to requirements. The requirements are what the customer says they are. There is a need to emphasize a do-it-right-the-first-time attitude. Quality comes from prevention. Opportunities are available to correct problems in the system. The quality performance standard is 0 defects. One must insist on 0 defects. Otherwise, it is acceptable to send out non-conforming parts and goods. If there is a non-conformance, then action must be taken to eliminate it and prevent it from occurring again. Quality measurement is the price of non-conformance. A measurement of quality is needed to get management's attention, prioritize problems, correct problems, and to measure progress. The 4 absolutes of quality management are basic requirements for understanding the purpose of a quality system. Philip Crosby also developed a 14-step approach to quality improvement: management commitment, quality improvement team, measurements, cost of quality, quality awareness, corrective action, 0 defects planning. Dr. W. Edwards Deming, 1900 to 1993. Dr. Deming obtained a B.S. from the University of Wyoming and an M.S. from the University of Colorado and a Ph.D. in physics from Yale. Dr. Deming was also considered the founder of the third wave of the Industrial Revolution. Dr. Deming was an honorary member of ASQ. He was awarded the ASQ Shewhart Medal in 1955. During his life, Dr. Deming published over 200 papers, articles, and books. Notable books include Quality, Productivity, and Competitive Position in 1982, Out of the Crisis, Deming 1986. W. Edwards Deming was the one individual who stood for quality and for what it means. He is a national folk hero in Japan and was perhaps the leading speaker for the quality revolution in the world. He did summer work at the Hawthorne plant while working on his Ph.D. At the Hawthorne plant, he became acquainted with W. Shewhart and studied Shewhart's statistical methods. The World War II effort enabled Deming to teach classes in statistical methods to thousands of American engineers, foremen, and workers. The statistical methods were later credited to be a major factor in the war effort, but as he would state it, after the war, all traces of statistical methods were gone in a puff of smoke. There were several visits to Japan between 1946 and 1948 for the purpose of census taking. He developed a fondness for the Japanese people during that time. JUSE invited Deming back in 1950 for executive courses in statistical methods. He refused royalties on his seminar materials and insisted that the proceeds be used to help the Japanese people. JUSE named their ultimate quality prize after him. Deming would return to Japan on many other occasions to teach and consult. He was well known in Japan, but not so in America. Only when NBC published its white paper, If Japan Can, Why Can't We?, did America discover him. An overnight success at age 80, W. E. Deming died at the age of 93. During his last 13 years, Deming gave American industry a dose of strong medicine and quality. His message to America is listed in his famous 14 points and 7 deadly diseases. The 14 obligations of top management. Create constancy of purpose for improvement of products and services. Adopt a new philosophy. We are in a new economic age. Cease dependence upon inspection as a way to achieve quality. End the practice of awarding business based on price tag. Constantly improve the process of planning, production, and service. This system includes people. Institute training on the job. Institute improve supervision and leadership. Drive out fear. Break down barriers between departments. Eliminate slogans and targets. asking for increased productivity without providing methods. Eliminate numerical quotas. Remove barriers that stand between workers and their pride of workmanship, the same for all salaried people. Institute programs for education and retraining. Put all emphasis in the company to work to accomplish the transformation. 7 deadly diseases that management must cure. Lack of constancy of purpose. Management must provide a vision and a mission to plan a marketable product and services to keep the company in business and provide jobs. Emphasis on short-term profits. It is observed that the organizations emphasize short-term profits. While it is good to have short-term profits, the long-term interest needs to be kept in mind. Personal evaluation appraisal. Don't quote names in the organization. However, work towards leading by example. Quoting names can lead to devastating effects. Mobility of management or job hopping. Job hopping or unstable management leads to unclear directions amongst the employees and creates an atmosphere of insecurity amongst all. Use of visible figures for management. Decisions which are taken on hunch with little or no consideration of figures that are unknown or unknowable is a major mistake that management may commit. It needs to be avoided. Excessive medical costs. Most management teams have a reactive approach as compared to a proactive approach. The reactive approach may possibly lead to customer dissatisfaction and further revenue losses. Excessive cost of warranty. A lot of money is spent on seeking services that may be minimized or avoided, such as the contingency fees of lawyers. Among other educational techniques, Deming promoted the parable of the red beads, the PDSA cycle, and the concept of 94% management or system causes versus 6% special causes.